Yo, yo, you guys can hear me out there. Let me double check, make sure I'm live. It's been probably, I don't know, man. I would say a few years since I've done a live stream on YouTube. All right, yeah. Okay, I can hear my voice here. So I think you guys can hear me. Uh, welcome, welcome to Rekt to Richez live stream, episode number 1, guys. First episode. So I'll keep doing these as long as people obviously join the stream, pound the like button, drop a comment. Let me get everything on my social media outlets though, because I need to definitely share this on Twitter. I need to share this in my Telegram group. I mean, let me post this up here on Twitter. Get this also on Telegram. Just gonna talk crypto. Whatever, guys. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we're gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring up a few subjects too about what's going on in all of the spaces from meme coins to different blockchains, and just start conversations. It's kind of the first episode, so we're gonna freestyle, just talk about whatever. And I'm gonna take a look at the chat from my phone to see if I can catch any people live on the chats. Let me go live and mute my phone and then drop in the chat here. So I'll be looking at the chat box from my phone. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining today. Ah, man, this is still up. So thanks for joining today, everybody. Don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment. I'll be looking at the chat from my phone, answer any questions you guys may have. So what's going on in the market? What the hell is going on in the market? Look, if you're on TradingView, and I just want to say right now, and you wake up to a red candle like this, you're thinking, man, did Ethereum just get rug pulled? That's like a straight red candle of death right there. What's the opposite of a God candle? That's like a 666 candle right there. Mark of the beast candle. And that looks like it just happened if you're just tuning in. And we're dropping further. So we were at $2,577 Ethereum. And just boom, a red candle like that. I bet you anything if we look up Bitcoin right now and take a look at the price of Bitcoin. Let's pull it up here. I always like to take a look at, I'll just click on this one right here. It should show a big dip like that too, but it had one. What I'm hearing out there, and if you Google it, you can take a look right now, for like the first time in any cycle going from like a bear to a bull market, people are selling Bitcoin and going into Ethereum. And I always said, like, man, Ethereum is where it's at. Ethereum's smart contracts. You can actually do stuff with Ethereum. With Bitcoin, it's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Let's victory by Q1 2025. Welcome, Wonderwolf. What's up? Looks like we got 8 people here, so we got a small crowd. If you guys want me to live stream daily, every other day, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I'll read it later. I do videos like 1 to 2 a day sometimes. So I'm like, let me do some live streaming. I'll do some video content. Whatever the people want, I'm going to give it to them. All right. So Bitcoin right now, $60,000 Bitcoin. So we keep having these moves where it's like a pump fake, right? Like, are these bull traps that they're setting? Because I mean, they're bullshitting right now when it comes to the price. The price did go up to 61,590. It's interesting when you look at the human emotion behind cryptocurrency, and everyone's going, "We're off to the races," because we get 61,000, get to 64,000, and then boom, we're back. This is whale games, all right? We are literally in whale games. We are not the whales of Bitcoin. We're not the whales of Ethereum. Most of us are like the whales of the shitcoin industry. You know, we own the most meme token on PulseChain of this and that, or even on Ethereum. And these whales are just manipulating the market. Michael Saylor owns tons of Bitcoin. BlackRock owns tons of Bitcoin. So I believe there's a strong floor, right? I think when a bull market starts for Bitcoin, first of all, we have to be above $69,000 Bitcoin, which is the last, what Richard Hart said, the Judas candle wick to 69,000. We have to be above 69,000 for at least a month and then get to 80. Then I'll say, okay, we're in a we're in a bull market. And then going back to Ethereum, you know, we're not even close to all-time highs for Ethereum as well, just looking back. So what do I think is going on here? I honestly, honest to God, I feel like crypto is waiting, and the rest of the world, along with all the markets that come with it, it's waiting for the elections, the U.S. elections, at least the U.S. market, because whether you have this president or that president, it looks like they're both candidates are like, hey, we're going to embrace cryptocurrency, but it's an election year. It's an election year on a 4-year cycle where we should be in a bull market. Everyone feels like we should already be there. But if you look back, it takes time after the Bitcoin having to kind of get there. There's a lot of volatilities, but things have changed because now the world understands smart contracts and what could be utilized. And then you look at the gas fees. Gas fees are low right now. Let's let LFG Iceman. What's up, man? Iceman, I appreciate you being here. You're in my private group. Strong supporter of the channel and you know, my Telegram, just a loyal subscriber. Don't forget to pound the like button. Spread it out there, put it on Twitter, get everybody we can get in here. Hopefully we go from 9 live people to 100 one day. You know, I've been there, done that, had big channels, small channels. Bartertown, what's up, Bartertown, man? A big dog in the house. Glad to have you here over from Bartertown. Go follow him on YouTube. The DGen warlords out there finding opportunity in crypto and DeFi all over in the trenches, man. I mean, outside of what normal people know, right? People buy Solana, people buy Shiba, Doge, Bitcoin, Ethereum. The average Joe buys these tokens. But let's jump into the meme coin section, right? Now the average Joe is hearing about Justin Sun and what's going on in DeFi and meme tokens. Most of the meme coin season has started on Tron. And it's interesting because I go back 4 years ago when I was involved with dApps, decentralized applications on Tron, right? And that was the beginning of my journey in DeFi and high risk, high reward opportunities. And then they had the farming for the old Sun token back then. I think they migrated to a new token, probably a contract address or whatever. And now Sun token is on the hottest blockchain right now. It's always been there. The hottest blockchain right now for memes. Memes has jumped from like Solana to Ethereum. It was kind of there for PulseChain. Not really. We had like all these Tangang tokens, and then a lot of people jump ship from that. But if you want to focus where the money is at right now, where all the energy and economic energy has shifted off to, it's the meme tokens on Tron. But the hidden gem, just like where everyone found Binance Smart Chain, was a Cake token, right? Cake token was the token to get in early when BNB was like $30. So now you got Sun token, and Justin Sun has found a way to get all the revenue that they're making right now. They got, you know, Sun Pump going, and they're buying and burning Sun tokens. So it's becoming like deflationary, the burning the tokens. If you want to look at the tokenomics of Sun token before we jump into the meme tokens that are hot over here, Sun token, let's take a look. Hold on. We've got to look at the supply and all that. It's always listed here on DEX tools, but you never know. These numbers could be off. So we want to see on chain what's really going on here. Click on the Sun token. Total supply. That looks like 19.9 billion tokens, right? Circulating supply is 9.9 billion. Total market cap, $638 million market cap. So that's a small market cap. And this token here, before I jump into meme coins or anything of that nature, this is like the go-to. You get to the new blockchain, right? And I'm going back in time. I always go back in time. You know, I got to stay in the present and the future. But when I first got to Binance Smart Chain, it was hot. I bought Cake token. That was the best play ever. Then I got into all the DGen, all the altcoins. So when you finally pull up your car to the Tron blockchain, I really think it's important to get out of the car. They're like, all right, I'm here. I'm in Tron. I'm on the blockchain. Where's it at? Where's the meme token? Is you focus on the token that's going to have a strong future as this develops and more market cap grows for the Tron token. more people going to meme tokens because they have the number one onboarding tool right now, which is meme tokens and using Sun Pump to get people over. And it's fairly easy to get over when it comes to Tron, right? So Sun Token is the first stop, I think, and this is not financial advice, for damn sure not a professional. This is the token that I want to focus on owning prior to getting involved with all the meme tokens. Now, when I get into meme tokens, I want to catch, the 2x, 3x, 5x. That's great. I want to roll profits into Tron and Sun Token and grow those bags. Back in the day, I was growing BNB. I was growing Cake. Bull market happens, parabolic, great money is earned. That's the recipe. All the other tokens are just like tools to make more of this. You get all your workers set up on the high risk, high reward. And you throw some, you throw some bait out there so you can catch some good memes. This is home base, Sun Token. So you got to look at the tokenomics and do your research on that. I think it's very important. Take a look what's going on the blockchain. If you want to look at the wallet holders, 73,180 total wallet holders here. And the number one wallet owns 49.28% of the supply. I wonder who that is. JS, Justin Sun. Obviously, it's a big dog. So this is an important part. Now, when we jump into the meme tokens, I did a video on YouTube talking about Sun Wukong. The thing about that was going on when I made that video where there was Wukong with a different logo. We'll even pull it up right now. And at the time, Sun Wukong was between $4 to $5 million market cap. Wukong was a $15 million market cap with like Europop from Twitter, all the big Twitter. And these guys got such big Twitter accounts. I don't know, or X accounts. I don't know how they got there. When I was in crypto, it was like who had the biggest channel, had the biggest influence. Now it's like flipped. Everyone's on X. YouTube's kind of dying off. That's why I'm like working on my X. Don't forget to follow me on X. Links in the description. Follow me. Very active. But I was like, okay, Sun Wukong is the CTO, and then Wukong is what they would call the cabal. Well, the flipping happened. This is a $15.28 million market cap. We went all the way up to about like a $30 million market cap plus. But if you go to look at the Wukong, the one I said was going to lose to this one, take a look at the numbers now. Then go back and look at the video I made. This SOB went from, it was $15 million. It was 3x bigger than the one that I said was going to be the one Billy Gunn that happened to be a community takeover. $528,000 market cap. And I said this one was going to lose. I was right about that. All right. I was wrong about something else. We'll get to that token in a second. The other token that I had mentioned, God, there's so many. I was talking about, what was the name of the token I was talking about? Let me pull this up here. Probably not here. Oh, Troj. We'll talk about the loser. Troj. Oh my gosh. This token here was very excited about this token here. Holy smokes. The team just disappeared. And they had like a comeback, right? They had a comeback. It was a great run. Went up here and it was like, dude, this is a beautiful thing. Like, maybe this can be the one Billy Gunn because Bull just took off, right? So Bull took off, and I'm going to go look at the video right now on my phone because I'm just having an absolute brain fart. Suncat. Okay. Suncat's a CTO. So we're looking at Troj, and I'm going, man, like, this token has the narrative. Bull just took off too, which Bull happens to be Troj, the office dog's best friend. Well, it did a good run. It pumped and dumped. They had 5,000 wallets. The team is like disappeared. And I'm like, man, I could have took profits up here, bro. And couldn't even smoke trade. I was just telling myself, just hold it. So anyways, took an L there. But let's take a look at Suncat, which is my other pick that is a community takeover. $9.3 million market cap. So that's not doing too bad. Right now, meme tokens on Tron are slowing down completely. That's due to the market volatility, right? There's other ones that are popping. And they're taking off like fireworks, like boom, boom, boom. They're hitting. And then they have these corrections. So meme tokens, let's say your meme token goes the best way to put it, let's say your meme token goes to a $20 million market cap, right? And this happens to all of them, the best of them. They do 50% plus corrections. So you might see that pull back from a $20 million market cap to like a 10 to 7.5 to even 5 million. And then it just has these big reversals after days, even sometimes weeks of consolidation and people accumulating and taking profits. So you just have to be able to stomach those. It's a very dangerous game. I hate it, to be honest with you. I absolutely hate it. Let me look at the comments. Yeah, dog. What's up? What's up? What it do? Stay grinding. G have been buying E-HEX like it's a sleeper. PTGC. E-HEX and HEX are my plays right now. Like I'm ignoring PulseChain and PulseX, and I want to get E-HEX and HEX. I do believe when it comes to the PulseChain, we're gonna take a look at we got go posts up. That in order for everything to go up in PulseChain, you have to make the loyal customers, the loyal investors that were originally in E-HEX completely wrecked, happy by pumping those bags. So, with that being said, look, man, we saw Richard Hart buy all that Ethereum with the sacrifice funds at a $3,700 average price point. He's wrecked on that bag. So until Ethereum 2 or 3x's from the price he got in, we're not going to see injections coming in. But if that happens, imagine what he can do with E-HEX, which very low liquidity, very low price, and then HEX. So if you follow Soda Chronicles, a lot of people are not fans of his. Excuse me, God, itchy throat. Probably from yapping so much. So he believes that we're in the week of first week to the 9th of September, we're going to see the price continue to go down. So my target goal for HEX is 0.0035. If I can get below, I'll be happy. E-HEX at whatever price it is, I think it's 00. I know the average price between the two right now is 0054. So I'd have to pull it up here as far as E-HEX. So take a look at the price of E-HEX really quick and see 001167. You see that $340,000 liquidity paired up with HEX, which is HEX on the PulseChain. So this is a complete gamble. If you believe in the Richard Hart narrative that he's going to absolutely pump our bags with the sacrifice funds, then this is a good bet. This would be a for sure bet if you think so. I believe so. I think he gave us a simulation of what he plans on doing with the SAC funds in early 2024. He made the bridge fee 0% to come in from Ethereum to Pulse. You got a fee to leave. So he's telling you don't leave. That's his way of saying I wouldn't leave if I were you. And but it's been a long journey. So until ETH goes parabolic, until ETH does what it's supposed to do during a bear market, we are at the mercy of the entire market where, we've always wanted to just detach ourselves from that. I know HEX at some point did, but will it be worth the wait? With the $7 million market cap, right? If we get this to 70 million, that's a 10x from this price. I mean, who wouldn't be happy with that? But I think it can go much, much, much further. As far as, let's take a look at the comments. PTGC. We just did an interview on PTGC. So PTGC, PTGC, the Grace currency, they just met parity with PulseChain. Did they surpass parity? I think they did. Look at, they continue to go up. Look at this, man. In one day, look at that. Just climbing up. And this token, the way it's designed, is to continue to grow and create its own volume with no human trading going on. Like no human interaction, no volume by any human being as far as a person that's trading. It generates through the bots its own volume, and it will continue to grow and build the floor, which there's no other platform like that or protocol like that in existence that's been around this long and achieved it. There might have been others. I don't know if they're still around, but you got something special. You got that extraterrestrial technology right there. Right? Like for real. Bro, everything else is like an airplane, and this is like the UFO where they're ding, bing, 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 doing all sorts of directions in a typical aircraft that we're aware of can't possibly do in our lifetime that we could ever imagine. And they're building. So you got to take a look at PTGC. They got a whole protocol ecosystem to them. They actually outpaced and outdid Maria. Maria, if you want to jump to the PDI and all that, what can I say? If you're following Maria and you were in the chat, you would have to leave the chat that was connected to MRIC because of all the tomfoolery and all the foolishness. Now, all the racial things and all that, I don't want to get deep into why that was said. I don't like it at all. It really pisses me off. Like, if I saw Maria, I'm just like flat out saying, look, like, I don't know what your problem is, but you say that to my face, it's over with for you. Like, I don't know why, but some people say it was strategically done so that people would, leave, and I don't know. I heard all kinds of things. I don't really even think in this time in the year 2024. I don't know why all those bad language is used. Let's jump to the chat. Titan X, are you bullish? We'll get into Titan X right now. I actually have it pulled up. Let's jump into Titan X. All right. So Titan X happens to have its own sack daddy. I say sack daddy because it has V2 to V1 to inject Ethereum into buying and burning its tokens, right? Sack daddy will buy and just hold. So let's take a look at V1, the original slow release. 4,458 Ethereum. Just been sitting there. That money has been put in the back pocket of the protocol and said, we'll use it later. We don't need it right now. They're going to be 1 year old in 2 months. And that's sitting right there in the back pocket. That's $11,493,087. 4,458 ETH. Are you joking? I mean, that's V1. V2, 992 ETH, $2,559,216 value of Ethereum. That's continuously buying 3.33 ETH every 280 minutes. All day long like clockwork. This could be adjusted, right? Jake could adjust it to do less or more during, every 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever he sees fit. But that's still 992 Ethereum on top of the V1 Ethereum to buy and burn this token out of supply. So we're going to take a look at the stats here. And obviously the Ethereum that's sitting there, when it goes up in price, when the market turns around, it's going to be valued at more. It's going to outpace the circulating supply. I mean, the liquid supply here. What do we got? Man, this is a big number right here. I got to follow along here like I'm in third grade and go, okay, 100 million. What? 54.5 trillion tokens. All right. And this is 22.3 trillion tokens staked. Bot protocol's got, 11.6 trillion tokens, so that's 33% liquid. Yeah, this is looking good. Let's look at the price. 0.64152. I mean, this thing has been, it's been doing what it's supposed to do. That's why I did all my long-term miners. Like when they come undone, man, I got, a wallet that I sell them, and then another one I'm just still doing liquid, but one move I am making with them now, and I know I had a huge problem with Dragon X, but this saying has been around way before me for a reason. You can't beat them, join them. All right, you can't beat them, join them when it comes to making money, and it's an undeniable stat. You can take a look at the chart. July 15th all the way to now. The leverage, because remember Titan X is the leverage on Ethereum. Dragon X is a leverage on Titan X. Look at how it's outpacing. This was what it was designed to do. And then Dragon X has a huge payout to buy and burn its token, which is a limited supply. High hyper deflationary for Titan X, hyper deflationary for Dragon X, low supply. I think that's already capped out. I mean, the sky's the limit here. So there's no denying that. No matter how mad you are about the staking thing, I'd be the first one to admit that. Let me get back to the chat, see what people are saying. R2R streaming, this is one special. E-HEX is king. Don't forget. Oh, what's up, Ray OX? Good dude. Talked to him quite a bit lately. Titan X ecosystem about to explode. We got Hydra, Flux, Vault, X28. Yeah, there's a lot of build on Titan X ecosystem protocols for the ecosystem being built, going to be released. So what could you say? Like I said, you can't beat them, join them. Hopefully on X I can get some, I can do live streams on YouTube too. That's what I'm doing today as a test. Like, I could still do this because it's been a minute. Am I on the screen there? Yeah, I'm on the screen there. Might be a little laggy. I don't know. If you got questions, make sure you go into the chat. I'll read it from the phone. I'll read them off, and we can talk crypto. So jumping back to the memes, though, let's go take a look at the meme coins happening right now on Ethereum. Because don't forget Chinese Pepe. Don't forget Chinese Pepe. And here's the big narrative behind this. Pepe is the American Pepe, right? Over there in Asia, they can hop to Chinese Pepe, and word on the street is China's going to unban crypto anytime now. So if that happens, this might be the Chinese coin, the Chinese Pepe. This might be the one they storm in and buy. That's what people are speculating. They're going like, imagine when China unbans crypto. Imagine when the bull market happens. So you combine all that imaginations, or imagine this and speculation. Chinese Pepe, man, could do big things, and it did big numbers. I did very, very well on a couple wallets, and one I just completely wrecked myself on selling way too early. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. What other tokens flow? Oh yeah, you know what? Nero. You see, this is another one where I chose the winner when it comes to the CTO. So Wukong versus Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong on Tron being the one that I told everybody, hey, take a look at. This one right here. It's going to outpace, this is not the one. It's going to outpace the Cabal one. Was a winner and won. The other one is completely, dead, done, whatever you want to call it. Community takeover, CTO, right? Nero, same thing. CTO, community takeover. This one is still in the fight for who's the best one, right? We got the other one that people refer to as the Cabal. This one's a $26.34 million market cap. And then we'll look at the one where it talks about, everyone's talking about, because all the people that got token allocations are selling. This is $68.43 million market cap. So there hasn't been a flipping yet. When a flipping happens, when they're battling out, one token will succeed and the other will die. Right now, these ones are teeter-tottering and doing well, both of them. This one's had a huge sell-off with the market conditions. I can understand that. Who will be the winner? I think the reason why CTOs are doing well, because at the point when a community takes over, that meme token is now decentralized, like at its best. The dev sold off, he's gone. All the promoters that had all these allocations have sold, they got out, and then the community is like, we'll take it over. And the distribution of the tokens, the wealth of that value of tokens, and the wallet holders, they grow and they get spread out more, and you have a more even playing field versus when you're in the ones they call the Cabal, and the devs own all the tokens, and the influencers on X that have 100,000 followers, only God knows why, are getting paid millions of tokens and worth millions of dollars, and they're all grouped up and they're in on it. Those ones do well, but when it comes to a battle between the two, I think the one I want to be with is that's the more decentralized version, and that's community owned, community takeover. Well, let me tell you my first community takeover token ever. Bitcoin. Bitcoin was my first investment in a CTO project. The community took over. Satoshi, I don't know who Satoshi is. I don't know where he is. I don't even know if it's a real person. People think it's like the CIA. I don't know. But that was the first CTO I ever got in. Worked out. All right. Man, I'm this cough. I'm probably getting it for my son. What are the how-to step on cashing out your Pulse coins? You want to cash it out. You can turn it into DAI on Pulse, bridge it out to Ethereum, and send it to whatever exchange you want to cash out to your bank. Did you check another CTO bullish on Bitcoin? Yeah. Oh, yes, that's what the person was saying, bullish on Bitcoin. If you want to go back to the price of Bitcoin, we'll go back to the price of Bitcoin. Take a look what it's doing right now. Bitcoin is telling you, man, this is whale games. This is the shakeout of a lifetime. Look at this. Boom. 59,000. Volatility is the price we pay for mad gains. Now, one subject I want to jump to before, we wrap things up and everything like that. We've been doing this for how long? Maybe like an hour. Is I did a video yesterday talking about did Richard Hart let down PulseChain? Did he fail the investors? And I wanted to throw that out there for debate so people can give their reasons why and say this and that. I got a lot of good feedback and bad feedback. The reason being is I understand Richard Hart is getting sued by the SEC. I know he's got a big court case, huge allegations about misappropriating investor funds. You know the drill. You know what's out there. But regardless of that, I still feel that Richard Hart, I don't know if he's being limited by his attorneys or he just decided not to. I feel like he could embrace his blockchain the way it should be. You made a blockchain. It's not a token. A token, you can throw it out there, and if people believe in it, they can buy it, and the price will do well if it has good tokenomics or utility or a narrative, whatever that may be. But a blockchain is meant to be built on. A blockchain is like, look at land out there. Any empty space of land you see, and you're like, what a waste of space. You could put a grocery store there, you could put a school there, you could put In-N-Out, a McDonald's, whatever it may be. Why waste an empty field and not utilize and build on it, right? Having people build on it will help your city and all this. So in comparison to like the real world, on blockchain, it's meant so that people can build DeFi platforms, people can release tokens, protocols. Now that all happened, people were building, but the community was still in that hex mindset where they're just like, hex maxi, everything else is a scam. And the reason being is because the community went through a lot. The hex community went through hell and back because Bitcoin maxis were calling Richard Hart a scammer once he released hex token, and they went through that same type of feedback and that same energy and that same attack on hex being called a scam. So now they implement that and do that to every other token that's now built on this blockchain. Early on, now all the guys are like embracing it. It's a little too late. From day one, they could have embraced so much. They could have pushed it so much because Richard said work for your bags. And I think they misunderstood that and they're going, okay, let's push PulseX and Pulse and Hex. Great. How is Pulse and PulseX supposed to succeed if there's not hundreds of tokens being utilized to trade on PulseX to burn PulseX tokens? And then Pulse be the necessary native token for gas to operate all those transactions and people doing validators and all that. How is this all supposed to circle back and succeed? Now it's turned into an environment where people are like waiting for him to pump our bags so we can get out, or we're waiting for him to pump our bags so that our protocol builds out that momentum and succeeds. And everything that you see thriving today, and I'm using Justin Sun as a prime example. Justin Sun didn't just launch Sun Pump yesterday, right? Or he launched it recently, but he didn't just start working on it 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago. He's been building during this entire bear market, this ecosystem. to launch it and promote it and embrace everything, all the tokens, so that his blockchain succeeds to bring mass adoption. And I believe that every blockchain has had that meme token that has brought everybody to their chain. Rekt, over there where I'm based. Shiba on Ethereum. When you get that conversation with the average Joes out there in the world, they all asked during that time, how do I buy Shiba? And then it was, how do I buy SafeMoon? And SafeMoon was, you know, another onboarding, you know, token, because it goes parabolic. So that's why meme coins brings attention, because they go bang, $100 million market cap, 200 million, a billion. And all your friends and family, they skip past buying Ethereum or Bitcoin and asking you about all the utility tokens. They want this meme because that's all they see on TikTok and people talking about and social media platforms. Justin Sun did everything that Richez Hart did, built, and embraced during this entire time. We could have a possibly way bigger, better outcome. And in addition to that, we would have this sacrifice money that's leveraged on Ethereum to come and join forces with this big buildup and embracement of the ecosystem and letting people know. Because Phantom was like, we got the Phantom Foundation, you know, grants we're going to give. We're going to incentivize builders and give them grants and money to build on Phantom. And they have been doing that from the last bull market during this entire bear market up until now, and you're going to start seeing Phantom thrive during this bull run. And I'm afraid that PulseChain has shrunk itself down to just like hopes that he pumps our bags. And that's the only feeling. I don't see, outside of PTGC and maybe a couple other protocols, anyone that's been building this entire time and that's, you know, starting to reap the benefit of our entire market transitioning from possibly the bear to the bull. Let's take some questions. Let's see. Faucet X, 4% a day. It's a sleeper no one's talking about. 70%, 4% is unsustainable. Obviously, that's high risk, high reward. I can't imagine how somebody would sustain 4% per day, but I mean, if you're in things early enough, then you know you should do all right. Let's take a closer look. Dive into Mint Stake Share. Did I have Mint Stake Share open? Yes, I do. I'm gonna have to switch to my wallet here. Let's take a look at the price of Mint Stake Share. A little bit under 6 cents, right? 33 million supply right now. Let's take a look at the users. Users, 1,227 users, 25.758, 25,758,000 staked. Oh man, 2% daily, 1%, 2% daily compound, 1% daily collect. I'll make videos on that all the time. We'll take a look at the price chart here, just to look on DexScreener, because I want to look at the liquidity. $811,000 liquidity. The ratio to market cap, the liquidity is strong. So we'll have to see how that works out. So far it's good. Is there any other? Let's take a look if there's any other questions out there. Let's see. Gives us your thoughts on MUSD lending. Okay, so the MSS lending. This is something that Forex Shark talked about doing for Drip. And it was something that was like super bullish. Like we were like, when lending comes out, it's going to propel us to a $500, $1,000 drip, you know? That was the numbers that were being thrown out there, if you guys remember. This is when Drip was like $100. And I don't know why it never came out. But with Mint Stake Share, okay, there's already been an issue, like an exploit. And the reason for that happening is from a small error, like one missed thing that Aaron missed, right? And by him missing that, the event took place where somebody, you know, darted the chart, the community got together and it was like, hey man, we're going to focus on the good here. They focused on the good, they moved on. But then you have in the back of your mind, lending would be awesome, but could there be another exploit? And that's coming from somebody where, yeah, Hex has always been a flawless operation, no exploit ever. Price is down, but there's no exploit. Price is one thing, but exploit's another. Drip, never been exploited. Flawless operation. That right there is going to be like, okay, I'm excited for it, but I hope nothing bad happens. You got to cross your fingers. So back to Justin Sun. Sun Pump, man, yeah, he's doing everything he should be doing. He's doing everything he should be doing because Vitalik's in a different situation. Vitalik created Ethereum. Ethereum was the beginning of smart contracts. So he's like, I built Ethereum. This is the future. DeFi could happen. When I first heard about DeFi, I didn't understand what it could possibly be and how you can operate smart contracts. So the greatest utility in the world is the Ethereum blockchain and smart contract technology. He threw that out there and let the world build on it and the world copy it. So Justin Sun did his own version of it with Tron and he's embracing it. Richard Hart forked it. Has not embraced any token or platform. He's talked about a few, like, not saying like this is great or good. He's very like careful with what he talks about. Where I feel like Richard could have been like, hey, such and such protocol. Here's my team of people that I work with, and these are the standards they hold. If you're willing to connect with me, we make sure that everything operates as it should be because I run things that have been flawless operations for the past 4 or 5 years. I don't play that. We can join together and we can talk about your platform because guess what? It's going to bring users to it. We need users. But he still has that Hex mentality like, F you, we don't need you. I got the money. Like, that's fine. It worked with Hex. He didn't need the influencers. He didn't need the exchanges. He didn't need CoinMarketCap.com, ranking them the way they should be. You know, they've been gatekept. To me, he didn't play the politics right. He's like deep in the rabbit hole, true DeFi. Like, I want to be decentralized. Like, F them. F them all. I warned you about FTX. I warned you about this and that. We don't need them. But if you make a blockchain, you're going to need to change your perspective and change your game plan to help it succeed. And when you raise $1 billion of people's money, you got to put that ego aside and go, what's best for their greater good? Well, to Richard, he figures, I invest in Ethereum, it goes up. Maybe he thinks it's going to 3x and he injects it and he makes everyone's life happy. But, you know, where is all the built products and protocols that are going to sustain after the big pump and dump after he injects money? And then once the money's gone, what's going to save it in the future if it's not growing today and it's stagnant as far as growth? Where meme tokens have totally taken it. And Sunpump, you got to follow them too. Sunpump is having competitions. They're embracing meme tokens. They're flying like Sun Lion. When they won the competition last night, you just saw boop. And they did like a funny meme gif, right? And Ray XO actually told me to get it before this happened. So I bought it because he told me, right? We were kind of just telling each other about plays. And I looked last night, I was like, boop. I'm like, oh man, I gotta sell, right? And I started looking at it, it was because they won a meme competition that Sunpump had. And you can see it, it's here, like it's a 27-second little video. All the meme tokens, characters meeting at the rock where Simba was held back in Lion King. And then Justin Sun's holding Sun Lion to the sun. And there he is with the shades. And they call it the circle of memes. So everybody is working together. You even saw on a X space where Justin Sun was talking with Sundog and Sundragon. And in that conversation, Sundragon and Sundog, the two meme tokens, were like, hey, Let's collaborate. Meme tokens on all other chains have never done this. Let's get together, right, and collab. And they did that live on an X space that I was on for the greater good. Instead of competing, let's get our communities together, and they're going to do some kind of airdrop. So that's going to be what Sundog, the #1 meme right now on the Tron blockchain, $237 million market cap, $3 million in liquidity. Want to take a look at Bull? That was the one I did a video showing what's on chain. This one, that was the one that Crash promoted. 14 cents. Man, look at this. Look at this. This was how many days ago, guys? 6 days ago. Could have been buying here. Saw Crash go from a $15,000 investment. It was as highest value as over $1 million. Who would have known, man? Let's take some questions before we wrap things up. Yeah, it was a 60 BNB exploit, but with 54 BNB taxes through MSS. They won. Yeah, they embraced it and moved on. It was great. Whatever happened to Black Cube Finance? I don't know. That's supposed to be a platform Forex Shark has been working on for last... Man, I left the animal farm with just having what I had in Piggy Bank. And it was like... Piggy Bank was like a $350,000 investment, right? Oh, gosh. These are big losses. You only hear it live. Nobody goes on camera and goes, oh, I lost $350,000 on this. Like, I've talked about stuff like that, but I did not extract that. I'll tell you that. At one point, I was getting like 24 grand in a day, compounding, like I thought I was supposed to. And then all of a sudden, I was like, why am I only able to get $5,000? I was getting 24 and compounding. Isn't it supposed to grow? And it just kept going boop, 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 lower. The next thing you know, you're extracting $2 a day, and it's not even worth the gas. So, as an investor in the piggy bank, that downfall, and then the downfall of Drip, I don't suspect that if Black Cube launches, there's going to be excited people to go in, because they're always going to judge you on your recent event of projects. You may have made millionaires with Drip, but then this comes out, and most of the people that follow those millionaires to try and catch that didn't hit that, and then they moved on to your next products and lost on that, might not trust you on Black Cube. So that's the unfortunate outcome of what I think, is happening for investors. I don't know much about it, to be honest. Forex needed time to take care of his personal shit. Yeah, Ray's probably talked to Forex more than I have in the recent times, and I don't know, man. You gotta remember, when I first started this, Forex was working 24 hours around the clock with a couple tokens he released on Binance Smart Chain. He had a project on Ethereum that flopped. It was very promising, and that didn't do well. So that kind of happened, and then Drip came out. So that after Drip came out, it's like that never happened. Like, you forget about it when you take a loss there, you move on, you make more. So he's been around working. So I wouldn't blame him if he walked away for a year or two or never came back, because I think all you want is to be loved. When you're a developer, you want people to love you, and he got that, and then people the community turned on him. So people are human, man. I couldn't imagine. I've had to walk away from the space from all the drama too. It's a lot of weight. I've never made a project, even if I could, I think I would. I just wouldn't want that weight on my shoulders, because when people are knocking on the door asking when this, and then you throw something out there and it doesn't happen, the sky starts falling down once it's been all right, it's been a month since you said it. It's been, that's what kind of happened with Richard for the launch of Pulse. And now, you see the best of the best go from zero to a hero, from hero to a zero. And the best of the best will come back and rise. So can Richard Hart rise from this? Yeah. Is the SEC case holding him back? That might be why. So when that's out of the way, if it's soon, then hopefully he can embrace the blockchain, inject some capital, and be back on top. Be back, in God mode, whatever you want to call it. Forex Shark 2, it's timing. People need time to heal, and you know, people will want him back. I'll tell you, if Forex Sharks come back, there will be a line of people, and if he had a pre-sale, it'll sell out like that. There's enough people to still believe in him. I would invest in it, but you know, I'd have to be like, oh, is he really back, and talk with him and personally talk to him. It's been a while. First of all, I want to know how he would be doing, because you can't have somebody come in your life like that drastically changed your life and made tons of gains for you and a bunch of people you know, and not respect him enough to be like, hey, bro, are you good? Are you good? Because you never had ill intentions. So that's why, as much as Richard Hart annoys me with him not embracing the chain, I never spoke to Justin's son or Richard, but I've had a close relationship with Forex Sharks, so they're up there. They're all up there, and it's weird because, like, well, no one's ever seen Forex, but all of his work years after is still being duplicated, and no one has reached it yet. You know, it's weird because people, when the first car came out, people made new versions. It's become better and better. Every version of a Forex Shark, drip-like platforms came out hot and smoking and then just dies quick. No one's been able to duplicate that. No one's been able to take a token from $200 to $100 in that type of hyperinflationary environment. And whether you were in early or you bought the top of something that went very, very quickly high and had its ecosystem the way it was set up, I imagine if he comes back 10 times better. Anyways, any more questions here? Kind of a rant. Let's see. If Richard is coming back on stream, E-HEX will pump. I do think so. I do think so. Yeah. Not everyone is okay with using the bridge. E-HEX is the direct access. What happened to the Pulse burn site? Been down for a few days. I don't know. I'm just on the goalposts. Like I don't really PulseChain. I'm waiting for that dip. Listen, P-HEX. I'm waiting for this to get to 0035. I heard it's going to 003. Well, I'm gonna get it in there, and I think the market is going to start to shift. Politics and everything plays an important role with the crypto cycle, so I don't think we can go on a parabolic move until we know in the U.S. who's going to be the president. World chaos, what's happening in the war. There's a lot of things going on in the world. My gosh, there's so much happening. It's hard to keep up with, you know, especially being in America. I don't want to get into politics, but I look on TV and my president's on vacation. He was near me recently. He was over in Salvin. Now he's on a beach somewhere. And then the election is like, it's a lot of drama. There's a lot of drama. We are divided. At least in crypto, I would love if all the communities would like get together and leave all that division for the outside world, because it's failing. In crypto, if we are not divided, we stick together and work together, it can be a beautiful thing. And that's what I like about Sundog and Sun Dragon. Where is Sun Dragon? I cannot remember the ticker. Maybe I need to type in Dragon? Sun Dragon? Is this it? I don't know I don't know what the ticker is. Maybe it's Dragon. Yeah, that's it right there. This is it right here. Woo! This is not it right here. This can't be it. Is this it? Is that it? I hope that's not it. I don't think that's the one. I think I'm tripping. I think there was another dragon, but there was a Sun Dragon. I'd have to click on the website link. Jeez. Yeah, this is it. Holy smokes. They took a beat down, man. So I don't know if that partnership is still happening, but man, I know I bought up here and I was like, boop, sold down here, because they did the live. They did an X space and they were talking directly with Justin's son. And then boom, people started selling, and look at that. Volatility, the price to pay for crypto. If this one recovers, man, the one. Okay, I'll tell you guys which one I'm banking on right now. Far I'm banking in, right? out of all the meme tokens, and he just started following meme other meme projects, but this was the first and only one for like the first week that Justin Sun was following Fofar, right? So I look at stuff like that. Mario Duvall. See if there's any other questions here. Been a nice stream. I love to do this maybe like a couple times a week. Way too much happening at the same time. Yeah, there's a lot. We need more of this. Yeah, pound the like button. Get me motivated. Pound the like button. Drop a comment. And we'll do more content like this. It's definitely fun live streaming. My throat is so itchy today though. Jeez. So we've covered a lot. Other than we'll end it where the price of Bitcoin is at right now. Look at that. Holy crap, man. Mount Gox token release? What's going on here? What's going on here, man? How many of you are stomaching this well? It's a roller coaster. Telling you. Some days I'm like on top of the world. And the next day I'm like, bro, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I don't know if I can do this. I really don't. But this is the one I'm gonna dollar cost average into. If you take a look at the price of Tron right now. I've never looked at the price of Tron on this particular platform before. But yeah, Tron, man, it's doing its thing. It's definitely what I told somebody earlier. I talked to somebody on the phone that I worked with many years ago, and he wanted to ask me when he should buy Bitcoin. I was like, forget Bitcoin, bro. Forget Bitcoin. You want to go where all the money is flowing into and where there's going to be more money flowing into. I said, that's Tron. I said, if you can buy Tron on Coinbase, whatever it is you use, buy some Tron. Last friend that asked me, I told him to buy Solana. He's doing very well, very happy with me. But I think right now, Tron is like the only thing that I can feel like it's going to onboard a lot more users, and it's going to catch the hype of a meme season during a bull market. And we could see some like, this could be 50 cents. This could be 50 cents. Now, when I first was on YouTube and XRP was half a penny and I was saying 10 cents, everyone talked so much trash to me. The overall market cap back then, I'm trying to think of the entire crypto space when I first started YouTube in 2015, 2016. I don't even think it was low. It was low. Bitcoin was barely breaking $1,000. Ethereum was like 25, 35, 40, $50. So market caps have to jump up like crazy overall. But this could be a 50-cent coin in peak bull market. We'll see. We'll take last questions before we wrap things up here. Mog and Popcat for memes. You and any RWAs on partnered with BlackRock. Mog is on Ethereum, I believe. If we're talking about the same Mog. It's the cat, the yellow cat. You're saying they're partnered with who? Any RWAs? I don't know who these guys are partnered up with. I'll take a look at Popcat. 378 million. I wonder if that one's a CTO. Popcat looks like a. See, I don't mess with Solana. I don't mess with Solana at all. That's like, there's a whole lot of pumping up. I saw Sakashi69 is going to launch a token. Who would have figured that? He's over there attacking the Hex community, getting all this clout. All of a sudden, he's got a contract he's going to drop, right? It's going to be on Solana. Solana's a pumping up blockchain. It has become like, okay, there's been a lot of success on there as far as meme tokens. People made money. Well, I'll give you that. But it's like overbotted, MEV bots, trade volume bots, fake contracts, scamming, all kinds of stuff. I'd just rather not. I'll go with Tron where I'm comfortable. If you're in Solana, then good for you. But anyways, guys, appreciate you joining me. Don't forget to smash the like button.